So, Ryan, what are we talking about, brother?
Emotional first aid. So that means that if you know somebody or you are in a position where you're dealing with a loss, either a breakup in a relationship with a friend or a spouse, or a loss of a family member or a friend, or if you got depressed over something like losing your job, difficult positions to be in, then there are some steps, some advices that you can use to ease your burden, to feel better, to handle the situation and not feeling alone and desperate. And you can do some of them. It's not like you take all 10 things and you say, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, check. Some of them will work for you, some others won't. I know, Dave, you've been in difficult spots in life, and probably earlier than most of us, in a young age. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, as I don't know if everybody that's watching knows, but my mom died when I was about 13 years old, and I had no family at all. So I grew up in juvenile detention, foster homes, boys' homes, group homes, until I joined the Air Force when I was about 19. So there were a lot of things I had to develop for myself as a young kid, without anyone in my corner, without anyone teaching me the skills of how to really handle crisis or really handle my emotions. I mean, I would punch walls and fight people because I was pissed off all the time. So I didn't understand how to handle things in situations in life until a very late age. Even after I was in the Air Force, after I was married and had 2 kids, I didn't really get a good grip on my emotions, on how to handle conflict, how to deal with heartbreak or crises very well until well into adulthood. So, so any parents out there or any kids out there that's watching this right now, these are going to be some really vital tips to employ in your life now, in your child's life now, because I don't care who you are, life will kick your ass. The end. The end. Doesn't matter who you are. You could be a millionaire or dirt poor sleeping on the street. Life will put a boot in your butt consistently. So if you don't know how to take care of yourself and how to emotionally react to situations, right? And this is a muscle, this is a skill, this is not just an innate ability, right? To healthfully react to situations, to really distance yourself from friends, family, to really understand how to unwind and be the person that you truly are capable of being. This stuff takes work. This is not something that we're just born with. It's not an innate ability that we're just like, oh, we know how to handle everything. Not so. And there's many of you guys right now out in the world watching this, and you don't know how to handle conflict, or you don't know how to handle heartbreak, or issues, health issues. You don't know how to handle it, and then you fall into a state of depression, or you fall into a state of anger, and your life is totally turned upside down because of your state of being, of where your mind is. And once you're in that state of being, you don't even realize that you're just consistently waking up and going to sleep in this state of being, right? It's just part of your life. It's just a habit, right? Because it's the muscle that you're training. I'm angry, I'm pissed off, I'm angry, I'm pissed off, right? That was my emotional like state of being for years, a decade, if not more. I was always angry.
Were you getting depressed as well in between of getting angry?
I suffered clinical depression, is what they call it. After my back got, and you remember this, got so bad it took everything away from my life. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm trying to invite some friends to the Zoom session because it's important. Um, so I was depressed for a couple of years because I had, I was extremely athletic and extremely motivated to just move and do. And my back got to the point where I couldn't do that anymore. I was in pain 24/7. I was taking pain pills. I was not able to walk for more than 20 minutes. I couldn't sit for more than 20 minutes. At least now it's a little bit better. I'm not perfect. By no means am I even close to where I want to be. I can only walk for maybe an hour now. I can only stand for maybe 30, 45 minutes or so. But I'm not on pain pills all day. And
It's an improvement.
after the surgery, so I had the surgery about 2 years ago. I was hoping for a drastic improvement. I didn't get that. It just didn't happen. My back is a little bit better, but what I've come to accept is I don't want to be in a state of depression anymore because it took away from my life. Playing video games and being upset all day, every day for 2 years took away from my life. And I understand that there's probably people going through chronic pain issues right now, and it's very difficult to get over that. And it's not going to take this video to suddenly improve. It's just not. I know it because I've lived it. And I watched these videos, and I had magic healers heal me and all kinds of stuff. And look, chronic pain and being in a state of depression is a huge deal, and it takes away from you your best life. And you know what? Sometimes, like I said, life will kick you in your ass. And sometimes you're just like, okay, I got to accept this beating right now, but it doesn't have to define who I am every day.
Yeah. And it's very important when you're feeling you are in a tough spot and you have difficult circumstances to express it. So there are different ways that you can express it, and are different and are better or not in accordance to what kind of person you are. So for example, maybe an extreme introvert person or just an introvert person wouldn't be so keen to express how he feels or she feels to somebody else. But no matter how introvert you are, you can always express yourself with a pen and paper. You can always take a piece of paper and write down everything you have. I've done that, and it's unbelievable how much better you feel after you have put everything without judgment, without restriction on how to express it on paper. I've written pages for things like that, and it felt like I said it to somebody, like I said it to the person that I would like to have said it, So it's a very powerful technique. It's not only used by me. Other people have used it, and it had brilliant results to write everything on paper. So this is for people also that don't have somebody in life to talk with.
I would say, Ryan, sorry for interrupting. I would say this is for anyone. I think it would be healthy, at least to try. I know this is not for me. This technique is not for me, but I've tried it, right? And it didn't yield anything. So I would say, and so I want you to elaborate a little bit more about what the tangible, like, what are you talking about? So take me through a typical person and when they would employ this, right?
So, all right, let's take an example. Let's say, for example, you broke up with your significant other. So there are so many emotions running through your heart and brain at the moment. Like it's like a mixture, and you don't even know where to start expressing from.
Yeah.
So you just take the piece of paper, and whatever pops in your mind, if it's a phrase, if it's something you wanted to say to your significant other, you just write it down. You might say, I have complaints over that and that and that. I am sad over that and that and that. I am happy that it finally ended for this and this reason. I know I wasn't how I supposed to be. Whatever it crosses your mind, every single thought, just write it down. Every single thought. And even if you need to curse and swear, just do it. If you are angry and you want to express it, there is no rule what you write down on the paper. If you want to write bad stuff, just get it out of your system. Don't keep it inside.
And then
So
what?
what?
And then what do you do with it?
Then after you've written everything, you might want to have a look at this, because it helps you realize how you feel at the moment, and probably the reason that you feel like that.
Okay.
So
I'll give you another, sorry, go on.
So by understanding how you feel expressed with words and the reasons that you feel like that, it makes you instantly feel a little better, because you understand more yourself at the moment.
Okay.
And then it's easy as you can just tear it apart, the paper. You don't need to hold it anymore.
We can release those emotions that you may be holding on to with ripping up or burning that piece of paper. You can let those emotions, those are emotions. Look, the truth is we hold on to emotions and ideas that are unhealthy for us for no reason. Think about, let me say that again. You're holding an emotion or thought that does not benefit your life. Why the hell are you holding on to something that doesn't give you any benefit? Does that make sense? The answer is no. Everyone's going to say no, and everyone has done this. Every single, and me included, you included, has held on to a belief or an emotion for no reason.
Yeah.
When it doesn't even benefit us in one little iota, one little way.
And you know, holding negative emotions, it's like holding a hot charcoal in your hand. The more you hold the charcoal, the more your hand gets burned.
Charcoal.
Okay.
Just so everybody knows what, just so everybody, I knew what you were saying. And if anybody laughs at that, screw you. This is his second language. So he speaks great English and perfect Greek. Let's talk.
Yeah, guys.
Let's talk.
And some friends.
Yeah. So that's a great point, and it made me think about an exercise that a lot of people that might be going through a state of depression or holding on to a lot of stuff, right? Holding on to a lot of negative thoughts or negative beliefs, or just having a hard time with something. An exercise that you can do to really gain perspective into exactly what is going on. And the exercise is this. You take a piece of paper, you draw a line all the way down the middle. And on one side, you're going to put things that you're grateful for. And then you're going to put things that you're not happy with. For example, I'm grateful for clean water. I've been to countries that don't have it. I open up the sink, turn on the tap, drink water, just like that. And I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for my health, even though I could say that my back sucks and I can't walk for X. I can't go to the gym and work out like I used. My martial arts career is over. I can never teach again. I could write that on the negative side, what I'm not grateful for or what I'm unhappy with. But what trumps that? Well, my health is okay. My mind is great. The rest of my body, I'm beautiful. No, I'm kidding. I'm in a good state of health overall. But we get focused, laser focused on my back is messed up and it's impacting my life and I can't do what I want to do and what I used to do and what I meant to do and da da da. And you go, well, you can figure out another what I want to do, meant to do, should be doing, or you could stay in a state of laser focus on that negative aspect of your overall health, which is not that big of a deal, you know? So
there is a great another perspective on that. There are millions of people that would wish to be in your state.
Oh yeah.
Because they're fighting cancer at the moment. And they would love their only problem to be their back instead of risking dying in a few months. So guys, this is very important. No matter where you are at the moment, there are people that would wish to be in your state instead of their.
Yep, 100%. Just the truth. Where are all of our friends at? Right now, we only have 6 people watching. Usually we have double, triple that. Where's everybody at?
6,000 people?
6,000. When we get there, I can't wait to be impacting 6,000 people with our beautiful, beautiful experience and love for giving. So, all right. So you guys, whoever's on, put down in the comments what you think about this. Tell us what you think about emotional first aid. Like, what do you do? Do you take, I know Judy, who I think is watching, oh, she might have a client right now. Judy and I were just talking, and she loves her bubble baths. She loves to take a tub bath, you know, and I can say, well, I can't take a bath anymore because I can't sit in the tub, and I got a freaking 3,000 euro jacuzzi tub that I put in, but I don't care. I'm able to take a shower. Yeah. Guess what? I'm grateful for that.
And this is another of the advices. You know, no matter the spot you are, a hot shower will physically help you relax.
Yeah. Yep. Or bath. Or a bath,
yes.
Yeah, a bath is great. A bath, if you light some candles, hang out in the bathtub, soak, relax. If you got a jacuzzi, turn the jacuzzi on, relax, chill. Oh, that's nice. That feels good. Or a nice, long, hot shower. I take that. I do that every single day. But that can relax you.
Yeah. And you know, about expressing whatever you have inside, apart from writing, you can always, well, not always, but most of the times, there is a friend that you can talk to, that you can reach and talk with and express and have him listen to you. You might want to ask for his opinion over the situation, but again, talking to a friend is very helpful, and a real friend will feel for you. And there's also family members. So you can get in touch with family members. This is a common method when you have a loss in the family. The whole family, the rest of them have.
Yeah.
they will come together to mourn. They will discuss over things. They will have the memories of the person that left. All this. So this is something that is used normally in families. And even if there is no loss, if you have a good connection with your family members, maybe it's your parents or your siblings or your cousins, you can get in touch with them and discuss with them and spend some time in a family environment, because family environment is safe and you can relax and you can be
For some people, for some people.
for some.
Yeah, there's a
Exactly.
lot of people without that environment. Andrea brings up a great point. Something that we didn't write down or I didn't think about is the power of music is universal language, and dance with my guys. So dance and music are great healing mechanisms, are great ways to get your mind, your body, your soul off of the negative. And it's funny because, Andrea, you bring up dance. And so I'm going to tell a quick story, Ryan. Last week, a friend of mine came to me and she's in Hawaii. And Maureen and I'm going to tag Maureen in a sec here. I'll tag her in a minute. Maureen is in a spondylolisthesis group, and spondy is the spinal condition that we have. So a lot of us have had the lumbar spine surgeries, and a lot of us are in this group, and some of us are friends. Okay, so Maureen and I are friends, and she comes to me and she says, Dave, I saw a post in the spondy group and hundreds of people responded to it. And the post was, what would you be doing right now if you didn't have spondy? Right? Because look, this condition has changed most of our lives forever. And a lot of the people said dance. Like hundreds of people said dance. I just want to dance. Right? So Maureen says, what if we put together a video? And Dave, you're such an inspirational speaker, and could you help put together this video and encourage people to just put some music on, dance, just whatever they can do. If they're in a wheelchair, if they're sitting, whatever they want to do, just get up, wave their arms, dance. And I'm gonna collect the video and I'm gonna make a collage of all of us dancing to the same song and just going, screw you, Spondy. We're gonna do it. We're gonna just dance. And that dance, Andrea, that's a great point. Dance is such a powerful therapy. Mm-hmm. Music is such a powerful therapy.
I totally agree.
We didn't write that down. Bad on us.
Yeah. Actually, the reason I didn't is I judged it when I was thinking about it, and I said music, maybe many people wouldn't be in the mood to listen to music. But then again, you are right, because no matter the situation, some music will help you. So that's why we said in the beginning that every tip might be good for somebody and for somebody else not.
Of course.
So you choose your tips. So another thing is to cry. So if you feel like crying, this is how you will express and unleash your emotions. Just let it pour. Just let it out until it's like out of your system, until all the emotional pressure you keep inside is outside of your system. Many people, they won't let their self cry, even if they are alone and nobody sees them. For some people, crying is they would judge themselves. For example, a tough guy would say, "Man, don't cry," or a strong woman could say, I am strong, I won't cry. No, don't put a stop to yourself. If you feel like crying, do it, and it will make you feel better. It will unleash the pressure from inside.
I
What do
can't.
you,
I don't. I don't cry, but I know why I don't cry. I mean, the way I grew up, yeah, it. But then again, what the hell do I have to cry about?
yeah, but you
Nothing.
know,
I guess
the,
when I was younger, when I was a kid, I definitely cried, but it was out of anger. I would angry cry,
mhm,
But yeah, I think crying can be very healthy for a lot of people.
yeah,
If they're, especially if they're bottling up a lot of emotion.
mhm.
If I don't bottle anything. I say everything that's on my mind. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I say it. And so, but a lot of people don't feel free enough to say that. And that's another problem that you're going to have to get a coach to work on with. But if you feel like you're just bottling a lot of emotion, pent up energy up, sometimes you do just need to let it out and just, go somewhere by yourself, put some music on and dance and cry, you
Yeah.
know?
Another thing that just popped in my mind is go somewhere that nobody can listen to you and just shout, like loud, shout really loud, like in front of the sea, for example, to
Hmm.
unleash all this energy, all these emotions, especially if you're angry with something, or if you feel that it wasn't fair, the outcome.
Hmm.
Why should I lose this person? Why should I lose this job? Why should I lose no matter what you lost? Just shout, this
Hmm.
will help you unleash as well.
Truth. Truth bombs.
Uh,
Truth bombs.
so the other things, I have three more things that are actually physical. You know, how do you feel when you play with your cats, Dave?
Um, you know what? When me and Rico, the little kitten that I saved, and I don't even like cats, or I didn't until I had this one. I got this one. Um, have a little bit of a bond, and so he sits on my lap every day. He'll go looking for me wherever I am, and he wants to be with me, and that's a nice feeling. When he's looking around the room, he sees me in the massage chair, he hops up on me and sits and purrs and falls asleep. That's a nice thing. It feels good. I don't know how I would label the feeling, but it's a nice feeling.
What you said exactly is what I was looking to hear. It feels good.
Hmm.
So when you pet an animal, it most of the times it feels good.
Hmm.
It, if it's an animal that wants to be pet, don't go pet an angry.
Don't pet Cujo.
Yeah, I don't know who Cujo is, but don't pet a wild tiger, for example.
Look the movie Cujo up. It's an 80s, maybe early 90s. No, I think it's an 80s movie with a Rottweiler who was crazy. And he was killing people.
A rock what?
Rottweiler.
Ah, Rottweiler.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Good,
Don't
look it
pet
up.
the.
Cujo. Cujo. It's funny.
But pet the cat that you found on the street. Pet the little dog that passed near you. Pet whoever little animal lets you pet it.
Don't
It's
go petting. Don't go running around petting everyone that you meet, though. Don't pet people. Pet animals.
yeah.
Ryan and
And
Dave said pet people.
since you mentioned people, caressing a baby or a child,
Uh,
it will make you feel beautiful. It will make you feel good emotions.
Really?
For most people, it's not, you know, every rule has exceptions. So if for example, for any reason you hate kids,
Don't go hold a kid.
yeah,
walk
don't
up
go
to
hold the
people
kid.
at Starbucks and say, "Hey, let me hold your kid."
But you know, these days, because many of my friends have newborn babies and I caress them, you know, it feels so good to have a baby in your arms and play with it. So this is another way that it will make you feel better. Babies has this effect in adults. When you play with them, they make you feel better and forget a little bit of the problem that is in your mind, the situation. And another thing that is good for that it will make you relax naturally, like the hot shower or bath, is sitting by the fire.
Well,
This is
hold on. Jessica had a really good point. So
Mhm.
about babies, and so she says bonds are so important, putting us back to the frequency of being newborn, skin to skin contact. That was very interesting to me, and I've never thought about that. But touching someone, usually, unless you're punching them, usually puts you in a good state of mind. Like if you're hugging a friend, your loved
yeah,
one, holding
yeah,
hands, if you're touching skin to skin contact, unless you're pissed off and touching them, right? Um, I've never held somebody's hand or hugged someone and still been pissed off.
you know, great point. And I had another idea from that. So since we're talking about touching, another thing that would make you feel better physically is go get a massage
Mm.
so that you can get the stress out of your system, relax your muscles a little bit, like for 45 minutes, 1 hour, just close everything.
Or spa day, take a good spa day to break away, get your
Mhm.
nails, your feet, your scalp massage, your back rubbed, all that stuff, and just take some time away. Take time away from the normal stressors that you end up having in life, because we all have normal stressors. And
Mhm.
sometimes you just have to go, screw it. I'm going to take a mini vacation this weekend and go away. I'm going to have a spa weekend. I'm going to just meet with some friends and not deal with this stuff right now. It's
Yeah,
too
yeah,
much shit. It's too much stuff. I don't want to deal with it. It can wait. I'm going to disconnect, disassociate, and really get into a better state of mind. And then it allows you to be able to tackle these things if you've built up the right skills, right? If you've built up the right skills,
Mhm.
by disconnecting, this will allow you to reattack everything in a more productive way. That makes sense? You
Mhm. Yeah,
disassociate, disconnect, come back, employ those skills that you've learned and worked on in a better state of being and a better state of mind.
absolutely.
What's the last one
And
you got, brother?
there's a last one, a last point resort. So if you're feeling traumatized from the experience or the situation, and you feel like getting professional help, it could be a good thought to talk to a psychotherapist.
Very important. Very important. And you know, the truth is a lot of people have a predisposed stigma against doing something like that,
Exactly.
or it's just not in the culture or the subculture of the town or family that you live in, right? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you feel like, well, I cannot go do that. Well, first you can do it in secret. right? You can do it you could do it in the next town. You can do it over a Zoom session. You can hire somebody that has the tools to help you. And it's such a stupid stigma or way of thinking, because if your car starts making some funny noise and you don't know what the heck it is, right? What do you
Yeah.
do? What do you do? You don't say, well, screw that, I'm not going to fix, hey, I'm just going to ignore it. No, you go, hey, mechanic, what's the funny noise here? If a pipe starts leaking in your house, right, and you're not able to fix it, it's too big of a job. I don't know how to fix it. It keeps leaking. You don't go, well, I don't care about a flooded house. It's all right. You know, I've always liked water. I'll sleep in water. No, you call a plumber. So call the people, employ the people, get the people around you that can benefit your life. And if it's a therapist, then it's just a therapist. If it's a life coach, then it's just a life coach. There's stereotypes and stigmas against a lot of these professions that are helping people. And look, the truth is, a therapist usually doesn't become a therapist without having some internal reason for helping people, right? That they really they want to help. Same thing with a life coach, a motivational speaker. They truly, not 100% of the time, of course, nothing in life is 100%. So not every therapist, not every life coach is going to even care enough or have the right skills to help you. However, there doesn't need to be some stigma in the back of your mind going, well, you know, what would mom say if I was seeing a therapist? What would my brothers say? All that.
Like this
Right.
stereotype that it's crazy people that need psychotherapists. This is just wrong. It's not crazy people that need it. It's people that want to work with their soul, with their inside.
It's
It's
smart.
not about mental health. It's about having someone to listen to you, to be able to share with him as a professional what it crosses your mind without him being judgmental with you, and being able, because of going to university to study this, he's able to help you with methods and make you realize things.
Absolutely. 100%. We had that was all great stuff. I think all the people that are going to watch this later are going to get a lot out of it. And before we leave, before we end, I really want to get people engaged with our Tuesday night coffees, engaged with what we're doing, how we're trying to help people. And I don't see enough people coming on to the live, and it pisses me off. Why does it piss me off? Okay, I need to go take a shower and then it won't piss me off. Or pet a cat.
You know, we would love if someone thinks that these videos and lives are helpful to people that watch them. Share it with somebody. If you don't want to share it in your profile, share it on Messenger to a particular person that would be good to see it.
Or in a group that you're in. I didn't think about that. Share it to a group page, you know, share it to a person that you think could help it, and get people involved here. You know, tell them that you really believe in us. We're giving you good tips, and we're coming at you guys with an open heart and with nothing but genuosity. Genuosity, is that a word? Nothing but being genuine. Authenticity that's the word I was, nothing but authenticity. We really look, we like to help people, and we're lucky enough to have had a lot of, between both of us, education, seminars, life experience. I mean, gosh, and all we want to do is share it and make people's lives a little bit better. So nobody's paying us to come on for an hour every Tuesday to collaborate on these, to come up with the topics. Nobody's paying us to do that. We're doing it because we believe in what we have to offer. So you guys believe in us also, and just freaking share it. It's free. It's silly that you're not. The end.
So let's recap everything. So everybody has a list in the end of the video. You can express everything on paper. You can talk to a friend. You can get in touch with your family members. A hot shower or a bathtub will help. Also, sitting in front of the fire will help. It's evolutionary. It relaxes you. Putting music on and dance, it will help a lot. You can get a massage to help you relax. Getting to pet an animal, it will be very good, or caress a baby and a child, or hug someone, a loved one, you know, touch him. Cry
away, take a trip, connect with people, hold hands, hug, embrace, skin to skin contact, like Jessica said. Those things are important. It can help you a lot. Yeah, that's everything, brother. Crying. Yeah.
And talking to a professional, no matter what professional he is.
Yep, absolutely. Those are great things. I hope they help everybody. I hope that it's only Tuesday if you're watching this live, so I hope the rest of your week is amazing. And if it's not, do something about it. Exactly. The end. Do something about it. Don't ignore it. It's not going to go away. It's not going to spontaneously get better. Do something about it.
You know, I just had a simple idea. If you want your days to be amazing, start doing amazing stuff in your days.
Oh, wow. Imagine that. It's hard, man. I think this is a whole nother conversation. Maybe we'll leave it for next week or the week after. But, you know, I find a lot of people have a hard time getting out of their own way. Getting out of their own mental blocks, their own
limiting beliefs,
ideology of who they should be, what they should or shouldn't be doing. And you know, if I could bestow one thing on that topic, it's your life. It's yours. Don't go to the grave without living life. Just don't do it. It's a travesty. It's so sad to see people go through life and never achieve anything that they've dreamed of achieving. The big and the small, they don't achieve it because they can't get out of their own way. If you want to label it limiting beliefs, if you want to label it not having the right habits, whatever the hell you want to label it, I don't care about the label. The practicality of it is you're not doing what you want to do in your life. Exactly. I don't care what the hell it is. You're not doing what you want to do in life. If you don't want to be flipping burgers at McDonald's, go somewhere else. You know how many times I've talked to people here in Greece that say, I don't want to stay in Greece. Young people. So don't stay in Greece. Yeah, but where am I going to go? There's a whole world there. What do you mean where? What do you
move to Brazil? There is no lockdown there.
Yeah, no, but seriously, dude. Wherever the hell you want to move to, you can. You have the ability. Maybe you don't have the money right now, but you can figure that out. So there's some things, real stuff that gets in the way of what a person wants to do. But before they even get to the real stuff point, they've given up on themselves. They've given up on that idea. Why? Oh, anyways, next week. Love you, brother. Mwah.
Bye bye,
Love you,
everybody.
fam. Unlimited fam. You guys be good. Peace.
Yeah. Bye bye.